Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ronin from Chayatsuji Kimono. It's been a while, but I'm finally making another men's tutorial. It's been about 4 or 5 months since I last done one. So this one, I'm still not entirely sure what it's called. The link to the original video will be down below. The title had both Ronin and Samurai Musubi in it, and she herself in the video, at least from what I could gather, she said Samurai Musubi. So if one of you guys know, please let me know and I'll adjust the title accordingly. But this Musubi looked real fun. It's unique, at least it's not the standard kind of Musubi, so if you want to add a little bit more flair to your ensemble when I go for a Musubi like this. The only thing that I did notice is that you really need to measure out the proper length for this particular knot, because it can either end up being too long, so you have to work with the extra fabric, or it's too short and you don't really have the proper, I wouldn't say proportions, but it took me a couple tries to figure out how much length I needed for myself. So I would definitely recommend trying a few times before actually putting it on and going out. But yeah, all you really need with for this tutorial is your standard kaku obi. Like, pick whatever you want. I wouldn't say the longer the better, but like I said, just practice a little bit beforehand. So yeah, I have nothing else left to say, so let's hop into the video. So I got my kaku obi here. This is a random one that I grabbed from my wardrobe. First I want to measure out roughly 50 to 60 centimeters worth of fabric that we'll put in the musubi later. So what I'm going to do is just bring it around twice. Then folding the obi back like I would with a regular kainokuchi. For this particular musubi, you do need to have, well, a fair bit of length. Again, about 50-60 centimeters worth of fabric. Now, with regular obi, you want to wrap it around thrice, but in this case, we need quite a bit of fabric. So, if you do wrap it around thrice, you just won't end up with enough fabric. So there. Going to fold the starter piece in half, fold it over, under and through, and then tighten as tight as you can and folding it over so that it stays in place. See? This part we're going to tuck into the collar, just to keep it out of the way. If you have a clip of some sorts, you can also just clip it to the collar. I'm just going to put it in for now. With this part, I'm going to kind of straighten it out as far as you can, and then fold up. We'll be kind of making a sort of a tail here, basically. This part needs to stick out a few centimeters below the obi, so we're going to tuck it behind and then pulling it all the way through. With a knot, it may be a little bit tricky, but just do your best. So that's sticking out a little bit. And this part we're going to fold over and then tucking it in on the other side. we need to leave a little bit of room here. Doesn't need to be a lot, but it needs to be enough so that we can thread this through, this part through. This part you're going to fold, depending on how much length you have, either 3 times or 2 times. That's my idea. And then simply thread it through the loop that we just created. And you may need to adjust a little bit, because other than that, see. And what I like to do is just pull it a little bit on either tail so that this part is nice firm in place, so it can't move anywhere. What I personally like is for the tail to stick out as flat as possible, so that's completely horizontal. That's just my personal preference. I have that with other musubi as well. If you want to have it like that, just do it your own way. That's the beauty with these original musubi. You're not really tied down to the original way or the old-fashioned way, traditional way, or whatever. You can kind of customize a little bit how you want it. So that's pretty much the musubi done. It's not really that difficult. The biggest thing is, like I said, measuring out the proper length of fabric, or obi basically, for that you need. So now I'm going to move it to the back. Just pull everything there. There we go. I love the musubi tied. So with that, I will let you guys go, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.